chicken sandwiches. Today, we are going to talk about how my area is going absolutely bonkers for a new Chick-fil-A that opened in probably the worst place it could possibly have opened in this area. But first, we need to take it all the way back, and we're going to run it back to Krispy Kreme. Now, in the year 2004, in this area, a place called Krispy Kreme opened up in the Capital Region. We have donuts in the Capital Region. There's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts. There's a lot of independent places that make donuts. That's a whole subject that we've started to cover before here on the live and on the podcast, but it's a subject for another day. But in terms of Krispy Kreme, it's kind of more popular in the South, and then as you get kind of closer to New York City, you'll start seeing more of those in New York. They opened in 2004 up here in Latham, New York, just off the highway. They actually hadn't just right off of exit 6 on the Northway 87. They opened it in a place that now it is there's a Starbucks and Applebee's kind of where it used to be. But when Krispy Kreme opened in this area, the region went crazy for it. They had police directing traffic in and out of the Krispy Kreme, and there were lines for a couple of months. And it was one of those things where I had to drive past there to get to a lot of places. I lived in Latham. It was a major inconvenience. I really wanted to go support Krispy Kreme, but I couldn't. But that died down, and as it died down, it got easier and easier to go there. By 2006, Krispy Kreme was gone in the Capital Region. We had no Krispy Kreme. This is exactly what's happening locally here with Chick-fil-A. Now, I am not speculating that they're going to be gone. That has yet to be seen. But what I'm seeing happening at the Clifton Park location of Chick-fil-A, which opened a little bit over a week ago, is it's quite the deja vu. I have a few visual aids I'm going to pull up on the screen here. If you're listening on the podcast, I'm going to do my best to talk through all these things. The main thing being, I found on YouTube this guy, Nicholas Charles, who has drone footage. And what I want to show is kind of where this resides and what the problem is. And this was 8 days ago. So I'm going to play through this footage, and he's flying over. The Chick-fil-A is right in the middle of the screen. You can see lines of cars, and it kind of circles around. And as he passes this kind of embankment of trees, you can see it right into the road there. There are cars going all the way back and back and back. And it goes on for miles. Maybe a mile. I don't really know what the distance is. It's hard to tell with flyover drone shots. But I can tell you, if I were going to Clifton Park, which is already pretty congested as far as how it goes there, I'd be pretty annoyed that this was going on as a customer. That's one thing. So I have multiple things to share here. I want to try to get this so that I'm inside the window so you can see me. Not to cover up his footage, but his name was Nicholas Charles. He has 29 subscribers, so give him some love if you're into that sort of content. Thanks a lot for helping us out with the visuals here for the podcast, Nicholas. And I will move on to my next window. Then now the platform is called X now. It used to be Twitter, but there's this guy, WG Mornings with Doug Goody, and I don't know if the audio will play, but he's actually driving. Now this is 8 days ago, and he's driving down that same stretch of road there. I'm actually going to mute it just in case there's any copyright songs. You can see there's people directing traffic, and it goes all the way back, and he's trying to actually get into the Chick-fil-A. And you can see it's just a lot. Another account on Twitter, two buttons deep. Shout out to them. Says the line is currently over an hour for Chick-fil-A on opening day. That's 8 days ago. And I'm gonna. You can see here they're driving past in this congested area, and you can see that they're going down the same exact road. So I guess no reason to really harp on this too much. But again, it's one of those things you I like this. Somebody in the live chat here, Greg Ecker. What's up, buddy? Traffic likely won't be too bad if you go on Sunday. Chick-fil-A is known to close on Sunday. But that area, even on Sunday, the traffic is kind of annoying in Clifton Park there. But I have more to kind of go over. And this is funny because, let me set this up. I have so many buttons to push for this. It's unruly. There we go. So I'm going to go back to my window here. Hundreds flock to Chick-fil-A grand opening in the Capital Region. And this is on the same day. News Channel 10 that they reported that. There's a video attached to that. You can look that up as well. And then there over the last week, a bunch of things developed. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So I started jumping in. I posted this live stream last Saturday. Well, I started putting it together because I knew that I have some kind of authority in the chicken sandwich space. We're going to talk a little bit about the almost 3-year project now of my chicken sandwich reviews. But something happened over the last week where some developer decided that he wanted to give away 100 chicken sandwiches at a restaurant. And this actually happened just yesterday. People lined up around this local restaurant to kind of do the, I don't want to say the middle finger treatment to the Chick-fil-A and say support local. And, you know, I think the person who does this with the guy who does this is actually an urban developer. So I think that's kind of, he really intends for people to support local. So that's the next thing that I have to show you here on the stream, which is, again, and this is, I like this because the news article I sent had the same kind of copy as far as the headline. Chicken fans flocked to the Nest in Schenectady Thursday morning for free local fried chicken sandwiches. Foodies claimed all 125 free sandwiches in just 30 minutes, but remained in line, opting to order paid lunch from the menu. Now, I don't have any problem with this type of promotion, but you have to understand as a customer, if you're going to go somewhere that's advertising something is free or a limited amount of something is free, you know, part of that is the expectation you're going to get the free thing. But I think the real reason to do that for the restaurant's perspective is to get you to buy something else. The Nest has $15 cocktails. I'm sure they're happy to serve along with a free chicken sandwich. They have really good food. And I have reviewed the chicken sandwich at the Nest. I didn't review it exactly at the Nest, but we'll go into that when we talk about my chicken sandwich series, which actually is the next point that I want to discuss here. And subsequently, the next window in my thing. So I have a playlist here on YouTube, or if you're watching or listening in a different feed, it's on YouTube. You can search for my name, Jerry Papandrea, and chicken sandwich, and I'm sure it'll come up. But I decided a couple years ago, when the fast food chicken sandwiches were a big thing, I decided that I wanted to do a weekly series. And the idea was chicken sandwiches were hot. So I figured it was an easy topic to kind of put together a quick video. Those videos were supposed to be quicker. They ended up going into my same workflow for my regular videos, which I put a lot of effort into. So the idea was short video chicken sandwich. I'll never run out of places to go because everybody and their mother has a chicken sandwich. It started out with gas station chicken sandwiches, and that's kind of down here. And I actually snuck a couple of other things into the playlist. There's actually a recipe, which you can get there as well by me. But this Nashville chicken sandwich, Southern Specialties, I might add the title, the names of the places to all the titles. It's one thing that's kind of missing right now. But that's actually at the sister restaurant to the Nest, a place called the Cuckoo's Nest in Albany, New York. It's not quite the same chicken sandwich, but when we get up through this playlist, I'll tell you which one actually is the identical chicken sandwich that they serve there. But then we tried Stewart's chicken sandwich, and I went back to for two different types of Stewart's chicken sandwich. And here's kind of where the spark for me hit, was when Taco Bell decided they were going to have a chicken sandwich. It's insane to me that Taco Bell needed to get in the chicken sandwich war, but here we are, and I tried it and it sucked. But anyway, going through this list, we got I'm not going to go through each of them, but you could see we have a good mix of fast food, which is kind of where I started, because what I wanted to do was build the series, get people coming back, and then start throwing in some local places, with the idea being that by throwing in local places, I can use the momentum of the chicken sandwich series to bring a little bit of attention to these local places, whatever they're doing. So the first one of the local series I threw in there was a Novo Kitchen, this cold chicken sandwich. It's interesting. You should check that out. But then I get to the Crave, the Crave chicken sandwich right here, the one that I right now have titled, I Crave This Chicken Sandwich That Disappeared. So Crave in Albany was kind of the fast food cousin. It was the original location of the Cuckoo's Nest, or the Nest in Schenectady. It was more fast food, and they had a frozen yogurt. It was really odd. But yeah, so that's the review of that chicken sandwich that apparently 125 people flocked to try yesterday. But I have over 30 chicken sandwiches in my my playlist here, and a lot of that was done weekly. I think 25 were done weekly, and then once you get toward the end here, I personally can't even look at a chicken sandwich anymore. I was actually telling this to Cassie last week. I was really in the mood for fried chicken or chicken fingers this past weekend. And she's like, she started naming places that have good chicken sandwiches. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know. I can't bring myself, after doing that for 25, 26 weeks in a row, I can't bring myself to eat a chicken sandwich. If you call it something else, chicken parm, or like if it's a different thing, then I'm all about it. But if it's something like a fried chicken sandwich, buttermilk fried chicken on a brioche roll, I don't want anything to do with it. It's not it's me, it's not you chicken sandwich. But with that said, I wanted to talk about, kind of from that series, what exactly were my favorite picks, because that's something I never actually got back to. I know I promised that I would, and I guess tonight, now that we're talking about this Chick-fil-A opening, I think it's a good opportunity to go into that. As far as Chick-fil-A, that sandwich is not at the top of the list as far as fast food chicken sandwiches. In fact, I would say, based on everything that's in this playlist, now let me see where Chick-fil-A kind of lands here. Okay, so yeah, so Chick-fil-A, and I have to talk about this Chick-fil-A review it specifically because my point as far as this, what's going on in Clifton Park, has a lot to do with the reaction that people gave me when I did this Chick-fil-A review. So a buddy of mine drove out to Chicopee, Massachusetts, November of 2021. It says 1 year ago, but I'm sure the date is either October. No, it's November 2021 because it was right before Thanksgiving. Was that before Thanksgiving? So we drove out to Chicopee, Massachusetts. It's about an hour and 25-minute drive from where we are in the capital region of New York. And we ate Chick-fil-A in my car. Two heavy-set dudes, kind of stuffed together in the car, camera in front of us, and we're eating Chick-fil-A. The sandwich was really, really, really dry. The chicken was fine, but the roll that they gave us, it was just crumbling. Like, you can actually see in the B-roll of me showing the sandwich, you can see the top of the bun just crumbling off of it. And, I don't dislike Chick-fil-A. I've gone a number of times. I'm not a fan of their politics, and I don't really want to get into all that. I know human rights are a very important thing to a lot of people, and a lot of people are a lot touchier about it than I am. I'm not accepting of whatever they're funding or whatever it is, but at the end of the day, to me, it's just fast food chicken. I don't see it as anything else as far as making a statement for who you're supporting and this and that. You know, if I'm going to make a statement about who to support, I'm going to say all day long, support your small creators, just like I am with the t-shirt I'm wearing. My brother released an EP with Apartment Metal, so this is his shirt. I would say you guys can also support here because I have some links to stuff that you can buy there as well. But I don't care about all that at this particular moment. You know, I'm not going to be flocking to Chick-fil-A if that makes anybody feel better. Just because I don't want chicken sandwiches anymore, guys. So moving into that review, we recorded two things back to back. We first recorded Chick-fil-A, and then within the same kind of complex there was a Walmart. So I tried the Walmart chicken sandwich. The Walmart chicken sandwich was the first thing I've ever reviewed that I had to spit out. That's how bad it was. Chick-fil-A wasn't too far behind that. I wouldn't say it was the best chicken sandwich as far as fast food. As far as the best fast food chicken sandwich that I had, I wouldn't even say it's Popeyes. The best chicken sandwich that I had when I recorded that series was the Burger King Chick-King. Period. I don't know why Burger King discontinued the Chick-King. Personally, I thought it had more character than Popeyes chicken sandwich. And I didn't see any competition as far as anything else I tried. I tried KFC, I tried Wendy's, I tried McDonald's, I tried McDonald's McChicken and compared their crispy chicken sandwich to the McChicken. Out of all the fast food chicken sandwiches that I tried, the Burger King Chick-King was the absolute king of fast food chicken sandwiches. So Burger King, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you discontinued it. Maybe I think Popeyes and Burger King are owned by the same parent company or something to that effect. Maybe they were encroaching on Popeyes too much, so they needed to tone it back. But we have to talk about the best local chicken sandwiches. And somebody in the chat, I see right now, Jason, is saying Hattie's number one. We'll get to Hattie's when I want to talk about why the Chick-fil-A opening in Clifton Park and how the reaction is crazy. And then we'll get back to what my pick is for the best chicken sandwich in the area. But Hattie's is up there. I will say that. A couple other people in the chat support local creators. My friend Orange, thanks a lot for showing up tonight and for that comment. And she has the comment of the night. You can try to beat this comment. Chicken sandwiches are overrated. I don't disagree with that, but anything can be great, right? As long as it's not overdone. Right now, chicken sandwiches to me are overdone. Kitchen 216 did a good one a few years back. I'm meaning to check out their new location. I want to check them out soon at some point. Might be something you and I talk about. So here's my problem with people creating traffic, people camping overnight to go to Chick-fil-A in Clifton Park, a really busy suburban area that really doesn't need extra congestion, to be completely honest. And it comes down to, and I understand the irony of a grown man, hooked up to all this computer equipment, spending his time talking about chicken sandwiches. People don't value their time. Okay. Now, I hope that what I'm doing here, as far as creating these videos and talking about topics like this chicken sandwich, kind of get you thinking about, what I'm hoping it does that service to have you think about value, what's important as far as a dining experience. Most of the time I'm going to be going to places that many people can't access. So the idea is you get ideas from watching here. We have a discussion about certain things. Maybe it looks a certain way in the video, and maybe I'm saying something that doesn't make sense, and we have kind of a discussion. My idea is to create the community, and we can kind of talk about it. But in my opinion, for Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches to spend so much energy toward camping outside, because there were people midnight the night before. I think even before midnight, there were news people interviewing those people. I'm not here to say what you do with your life is wrong. If that makes you happy, do it. Don't listen to me. But think about the end result and what you're going to get out of it. A mediocre chicken sandwich for all that energy, for all that it's you won't have anything to show for it. Um, People, when I did my Chick-fil-A review, told me that I was doing bad things for the environment by driving an hour and 30 minutes to go try a chicken sandwich. Okay, I mean, why do what if you're gonna extrapolate that, then nobody should own a car, nobody should put garbage in the garbage. I understand. I would say, as far as my environmental impact, I try to do my best to do the right thing for the environment, but at a certain point, you got to live your life too. You can't just live inside. As much as great as that sounds to me, you just can't live inside only. So people saying that was kind of annoying. People saying, "Oh, you're going to support this. You're driving all the way out there to support this business that doesn't care about humans and whatever." Yeah, I know. That wasn't the point of me driving out there. The point of me driving out there was to create a piece of content that discussed the food in a larger context of people like chicken sandwiches. How does this chicken sandwich compare to the ones you can get at the other places? Period. There was nothing else behind what I was trying to do by creating that video. And I do have something to show for it. My channel is monetized. There are ads that play not for all the time, but there are ads that play for people on YouTube. That's part of what the platform is. So I have made money off of the views. The money that I've made is not a lot, but it's enough to have covered the gas and the chicken sandwich. So I would say, yes, I've spent time, but at some point, these videos keep bringing in views, so I will have some kind of net positive to show for it. The space here to talk about it is more important to me as far as what we're doing. But I do want to kind of get back to the point of the chicken sandwich series, which was to kind of compare everything and talk about what would be the best chicken sandwich. We talked about the best fast food chicken sandwich, and I revealed that, in my opinion, it's the Chick-King, which is no longer available. As far as local chicken sandwiches, I'm going to pull this list back up because I need to jog my memory. I'm going to actually go through and see which ones I did that were local, quote unquote local. So Cuckoo's Nest, Stewart's Shops, I did both the regular and the spicy chicken. Very good. Here we go. And Novo Kitchen, excellent chicken sandwich. Absolutely excellent. Sonic, BurgerFi, I wouldn't really consider that local. The Crave chicken sandwich was okay. Atomic Wings was a place, when I published that chicken sandwich, the owner reached out to me and was actually upset by my review. I didn't give it a glowing review. I didn't give it a bad review. I just said, it kind of fits right in line with, the chicken sandwiches that you would get at fast food, which I think is not a bad thing to say. That's what you're trying to make. You're just trying to make a better version of it. Here's the hot honey chicken sandwich at West Ave Chicken and up in Saratoga Springs. Shout out to Mario. Elusive chicken sandwich. They have a sandwich called the F Popeyes. I actually had planned to do Popeyes then F Popeyes, so that one video leads to the other. Here's Hattie's. So Hattie's, I did the Big Daddy, which is actually two fried chicken thighs on a bun. It was intense. So there's that. I threw a couple creative ones in here. This place called Pearl's Bagels has a chicken sandwich on a bagel that I had. You can see I was not impressed by Panera's chicken sandwich. This fish fry secret chicken sandwich. This place, Off the Hook Seafood Fish Fry in Schenectady, had a chicken sandwich for a hot minute. I don't know if they still have it, but that one was quite good. And then I kind of got a little cute with a couple of these. The harsh truth about Royal Farms. That was on the trip to Outer Banks. We passed this place, Royal Farms, that was advertising chicken sandwiches. And then this ridiculous Ant-Man chicken sandwich that I had. None of those are local. As far as the local ones, I would say it's between Hattie's and this place Elusive. The others are very good. And Mario, the hot honey chicken sandwich that I had there was very good. I don't know if you're watching this or not. Mario actually reached out to me yesterday and said, chicken sandwiches in the capital region are hot. Let's go try all of them in the capital region and start to make video reviews. And I said, dude, I'm over it, man. I was one of the early ones doing it here on YouTube for the area, and I'm not doing it anymore. But Elusive's chicken sandwich is what I would say is the best chicken sandwich in the area, period. Hattie's is very good. If I want Hattie's, though, I'm going to get fried chicken. I'm not going to get their chicken sandwich. Here is why I think Elusive's F Popeyes chicken sandwich is the best. Here's why I think Elusive's F Popeyes is the best chicken sandwich in this area. He starts with the fried chicken, and then, it's a pretty thick, dense piece of chicken. He melts cheddar cheese on top of it. There's like this candied bacon they put on top of that too. And the assembly of it, and it's on this really, really amazing roll. I loved it so much that I've told multiple people about it. I think word of mouth is the best way to get this out, which is part of why I'm doing this. But Elusive, I would say, is the best one in the area. Hattie's is very good. Sorry to disappoint, Jason. I don't disagree. If you haven't had Elusives, I would say Hattie's is probably one of the better ones in the area. I actually went to the Hattie's Chicken Shack in Wilton, which was very good. But none of them are in the same league as Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A doesn't compare with any of these local places. All day, a local chicken sandwich is going to be better than a fast food chicken sandwich. I would hope. There was one in there that I did try that was not very good. But this reaction over Chick-fil-A is just not at all any kind of, what do you say? It's not worth the hype that people are making for it in Clifton Park. It's much ado about something. I hope it doesn't go the way of Krispy Kreme. I don't want to see businesses go out of business. In fact, I actually was looking on social media. Somebody had shared a post from the Clifton Park Chick-fil-A, and I realized local people work at these places too. So they're bringing jobs to the area. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, somebody I know that I used to work out with is one of the managers there. So, I'm not against supporting these businesses for that purpose. I'm just saying, value your time. Don't sit in traffic for over an hour just to get a chicken sandwich. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. If you want to go, my point is, I know I'm rambling now because I'm gonna wrap this up in just a moment. My point here is, go out and enjoy a chicken sandwich. If you're gonna wait online for a chicken sandwich, make sure that you're in good company. But if you're gonna wait in that line for Chick-fil-A, within a mile radius of that place, I can think of at least 10 other places that you can get a chicken sandwich there. Between chains, local. There's Druthers right across the plaza there. They have really good food. They have a chicken sandwich. Actually, I think they have 3 or 4 chicken sandwiches. There was, at one point, I was going to go there and order all the chicken sandwiches. But then my some health things caught up to me. Which I noticed, we got Greg in the chat. How many viewers would it take for you to eat 5 Walmart chicken sandwiches? It's funny you mentioned that, Greg, because for a while on my Buy Me a Coffee, in all my videos, I have a Buy Me a Coffee kind of link. It's a way that you could tip me. But now I have Super Thanks and Super Chat, which is another way that people support the channel. One of the perks that I had for Buy Me a Coffee was an executive producer credit for Chicken Sandwich Wars. You can, if you donate through the Buy Me a Coffee, I took it down. It's not available now. But what I would have done if anybody would have actually gone for that, was name you as the executive producer, obviously give a shout out, and then that would go into developing that video, paying for the chicken sandwich. 5 Walmart chicken sandwiches, though, I wouldn't. People have commented that the Walmart chicken sandwich is good. I'm not. The one that I had must have been sitting there all day, and it was disgusting. It was hard. It was just not. It was absolutely not good. Just not good at all. I was not gonna have Walmart chicken sandwiches, and I definitely won't be eating 5 Walmart chicken sandwiches. With that, though, if you're watching on the replay, I'm going to put up on the screen right now the chicken sandwich wars and a couple of picks, including that elusive chicken sandwich and my review of Chick-fil-A. I'll put those on the screen. You can click into those and you can absolutely watch those. I have a new video coming tomorrow if you're really interested. And with that, thank you so much for listening. Get out there, eat a chicken sandwich, make it local, make it whatever you want. And we will talk to you guys next time.